Gemini, how are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to your reading back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. So this is going to be your love general messages. The format is going to be you versus them. I'm going to be pulling card about who is it that we're going to be talking about today, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and advice by the end of the session, all right? Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so the rules might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you at all. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link on a description box below for a personal reading with me. And don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, okay? Oops. So you might be dealing with an Aries, you might be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, you might be dealing with a Capricorn, or you might be dealing with a Pisces or Cancer, you might be dealing with a Scorpio. Actually, you might be dealing with a Taurus as well, because I just did a Taurus reading earlier, and the person's in, their person's side was pulling more cards than I would usually pull, and you guys also pull the same more cards than I usually pull, so you might be dealing with the Taurus as well. Okay, the persons in which we're talking about today. Now, I'm going to be dividing this energy into if you guys are only dealing with one person or if you guys are dealing with two people, all right? If you're dealing with one person, this person really likes the friendship aspect between the both of you. It's like the witty banters, the conversations, the friendship of it. They really, really like it, but they also have a tendency to be like the control position, to be the one in control over the relationship. Okay. And every time there's like a failure or every time there is a problem in regards to your connections, they're going to be blaming it mostly on you, simply because, I have full controls in here, something like that. However, if this is about two people, and if you're dealing with one person who is your past person and one person who is a new person, okay, your past person has a tendency to blame the failure of the relationship on you. Okay, and they still observe the hell out of you. They still stalk you. They still do whatever. And because they're blaming things on you, it's like everything that they gather from the website or internet or, what they've read, what they've learned, what they've heard, and everything like that. It's like, oh, see, that's what Gemini was doing. Okay, because a Gemini is always like that. There's like a lot of pointing fingers here that I'm sensing. And then you have like another person here who is full in control and really, really wanting to be showing, they're in control of the situations and they would want to pursue you through a friendship aspect. So it's not going to be like all heavy, like the love bombing to a cups type of thing. It's going to be more about them in your face, wanting to be your friends all the time. Okay. Your challenge, Gemini, has a lot to do with you walking away from a situations that no longer serves you emotionally and stick to it. Having that, I should not give that a second thought, or I should cleanse away from that energy because I have to. So I do feel that you still are lacking strength in regards of doing that. Okay, having that finality or having that like consistent point of view that this is the stance or this is the boundaries where I'm standing at. That's still something that you find difficult to do. Even though in the past, I do see that there's like a lot of things. You went through a major transformations here, Gemini, okay? Even though you might be questioning, where does my life go? Where am I actually going? What is it that I really, really want? What is up with me? What are my emotional needs? And you also have like a lot of questions in regards to this connections as well, like a lot of answers that needs to be addressed and everything like that, but you push through. You are very strong and you transform here with the Death card, which is beautiful. Okay. So let's see what's going on in the now and also in the future. Ooh. Oh, you have like a lot of skepticism in regards to love and relationship here, Gemini. Okay, so the person's, from your person's side, whether you're dealing with one person or two people, it doesn't matter. Their energy is fantastic because they're showing up here with the Ace of Cups and also the Ten of Cups. They starting to get in touch with how they feel about you, okay? I'm going to be honest, in the past they were the Eight of Wands, so they saw you and they'd be like, wow, like this is, I have a crazy physical and sexual attractions towards Gemini, okay? And with the Judgment card right next to it, which is a Saturn card, which means that they are going to be based off their judgment or their evaluations in regards to disconnections based off of whether or not they see this happening in the long run. And now it's less than that, it's less about sexual, it's less about, them being calculative and everything like that. They really are getting in touch with their emotions here, okay? They're starting to acknowledge how they feel, and they're starting to acknowledge like, wow, like I do feel that with a Gemini, we can make this happen. We can make this beautiful union happen, okay, between the both of us. Now, you, on the other hand, Gemini, is not fond of that idea. You have the Five of Swords in here. So there's going to be like a little bit of an emotional gestures coming from this person, okay? A little bit of an emotional gestures, like offering you something or trying to show some sort of vulnerabilities towards you. And if it hasn't happened now, it's probably going to happen like really, really soon, because this is in the present energy. The way that you're going to be responding to it is pretty like, no, I have no time for this, okay? I just want to get away from love for a while. I just want to get away from emotions for a while. I don't want to think about love, or I don't want to think about relationship, okay? So in the future, for them, this is like an unfinished business, because they're still like, I don't know, this person is really, really sure about how they feel towards you, Gemini. I gotta be honest with you here. Very, very sure. And even though you rejected them, or even though you ignored them, okay, they wouldn't budge. Like, yeah, shit, like I didn't get my wish fulfillment this time, but it's just making them, it just drives them to be even more crazier for you. Okay, and I do see them in the future still being very, very persistent, still wanting to have something to do with you. And I do feel that the way that you're going to be coming towards this person is like you're approaching a burning building. There's something here that you're still very, very skeptical in regards to this connection. It's them, for them, it's like an unfinished business still. So let's see. Your advice. No, actually, I want to clarify some things. I want to see this Knight of Swords. No, actually, I want to see the Five of Swords. No, Knight of Cups, yeah. Let's clarify the Knight of Cups here. The emotional gestures that you are going to be receiving in the now. Ten of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and also the Knight of Cups. Okay. So as I was saying earlier, Gemini, they're pacing themselves up, right? And they really, really wanting to be making this connection work. However, you were at a place where you've distanced yourself from it. You've already distanced yourself from it. You don't want to do anything about it. And when that time comes, when you're in that energy of you really not wanting to do anything about it, is a moment when this person is going to be acknowledging how they feel and knowing exactly, what are the things that is necessary for them to do in order to get you. And they're going to do it, right? But it's just going to be making you pissed, because like, oh my God, like, I'm at this point in my life right now, and if I were to be entertaining this person, it means that I'm going back to where I started, and it wasn't a pretty journey to get here. Okay. So let's see in the future. Yeah, I just feel that in the future, you're still going to be pushing this person's away because you guys are going to be very, very focused on your goal, on your own wish fulfillment. I do feel that when you transform yourself in the past, you kind of like, it led you to a place where you know exactly that's where I want my life to be headed towards, right? And you've been very focused on that. And I still see you guys being focused in the future about this, you know, and you probably are going to be pushing, you know, this person's away and any love offers that comes into your way because you're so focused on you. And this person is still going to be waiting around for you forever because for them, it's still like an unfinished business here between the both of you. So let's see your advice card here, Gemini. Now, Gemini, your advice has a lot to do with you before making any type of impulsive decisions to think it through. Because your guys are mutable, right? Like, similar to me, I'm a Sagittarius. I know Gemini very well because I deal with a lot of Geminis. I actually have 2 Geminis right now in my living room. My mom and another person. But anyway, your challenge has a lot to do with you being patient. And when you're deciding on something, before you do a certain type of actions, you gotta really think that through, okay? Because for some of you, this advice has a lot to do with you giving that a chance. Because your investment is finally returning. You've invested a lot in your love and relationship, and now it's finally returning. So for most of you, actually, the advice is to give it a go. To give it a try at least, okay? But if that's not the case and you're really, really determined to not want this anymore, then again, try as much as you could before you do anything or before you make any type of decisive decisions. Think about it. Think about it, because it's not just going to be this person who's going to come around at you, Gemini. You're going to be very popular the next week to come. Okay, there might be like a really, really good love offer coming to your way that is actually quite beneficial, that is quite actually good, maybe something that you want. So just be patient, okay? Think things through. All right? So I think that is it for my reading for you, Gemini. I hope that you guys find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.